you know. So I was hoping anyway. I think this whole place is safe, so I'm just gonna walk around and take a look.
Do not attempt to house or care for a friend or family member who shows signs of blood on their face and chest area. The only way to help them is to bring them to the City Watch. They will be taken to the flooded district for treatment.
Yeah, which will probably be death. Ooh, yeah. Yep. Ah! Hi. Oh, Shatter on Bitterleaf. Excerpt from a longer work of fiction. Finding my way by the feeble light of the dying fire, I saw her working. A large needle moved in her hand, following precise esoteric patterns, knots and loops of seamstress craft from ancient days. Beneath her needle, his body clenched and shuddered, shaking the wooden table. A morbid fascination pushed me closer until she turned her blank face towards me. Wrestling needle in his flesh with a refined tone, she addressed me. So you are the lover, I presume. You too have been unfaithful, and it is now your turn to be mended. That was creepy. Excerpt from a theater play. Lord Nathan Bale, shaking with outrage. How dare you, sir, clothed so in my very home. I should hand you over to the watch, depraved TVN. Prince Calysaur, moving closer. That's a harsh welcome for royalty, my lord. Your daughter treated me with much more hospitality. Alas, she has gone out for the evening, leaving me all alone. Lord Nathan Bale, stammering, studying the younger man before him. What are you doing? Leave this house. Go back to your frozen wasteland, you pale rascal. Prince Calysaur, smiling coyly, reaching out. No need for anger between us, Lord Vale. It is so wrong for me to be here. As I've proven, I've developed an affinity for you and your family. Lord Nathan Bale, gasping. Oh, my Calysaur, your skin is so warm, it burns. Alright then. Gaffer's Tale, Volume 2. Excerpt from the Travel Journal of a Whaler in His Final Years. A Gaffer's Tale, Volume 2, or a Gaffer's Final Passage. After more than a quarter of a century, I'm done with this whaling, too broken to continue. I've seen all the corners of the isles and made more coin than most men see in a lifetime. It's all gone. I've lived through an emperor and watched his daughter take the throne. Fair young empress she was, but slain so young. Everything beautiful comes to die. I've eaten in every port known of the known world and sailed in the loneliest waters you could imagine. I've seen the cliffs around Pandysia. Even the best of it doesn't give me an ounce of joy. The years come back across my dreams as a line of butchered bodies, long, sleek, and singing among the waves under the moonlight, only to be speared by an ugly, weather-scarred men who'd knife each other for a good pair of boots. Each year I had less time to come home. My tongue forgot the language of small chatter, and those who lived in the cities thought me odd. My sister Nina hardly knew what to say to me during our visits. When she lost her business to the Lord Regent's crooked barrister, I was 100 miles east off Marley, gaff hand frozen from the sleet as we tracked the first bull whale we'd seen in months. I helped her as much as I could, but Nina died in the early days of the plague. None of it mattered. If I'm jaded and bitter, it's because this industry has taken away my dreams. The world has beaten me. Gank? No.
People say he killed the Empress.
Of course he
Attention,
did.
Dunwall citizens.
People are foolish
Be
and
advised,
believe
the
whatever
river
they're
crust
told.
infestation
Okay.
has spread downriver
If the Admiral
as
trusts
far
him,
as the
then so
river
will I.
mouth and flooded district. Do not attempt to approach or destroy a river crust. Any items recovered from doing so are considered state property.
I'm just gonna wander around here and I guess just take things. I don't need that. Except from a series of Overseer Invocations by High Overseer Abram Templeton. And I say to you, brothers, it is here that we make our stand as a righteous force against the growing darkness. It is here that we unite against the spirits of the unknown that would drag us screaming into the night, never to return to our homes, to our families. Together we serve as a rod to those who would stray from the herd. For the foggy grey wastes of the outsider we will burn a bright fire into our virtuous actions so that others will not lose their way, and to those who choose to wander beyond the walls of our homes in far places, We will strike at them swiftly before they whisper to our neighbors, filling their hearts with strangeness and doubt. I don't know what those guys are, but they don't sound nice. Hi. Except from Book of She Shanties and by Sailors. What will we do with a drunken whaler? What will we do with a drunken whaler? What will we do with a drunken whaler? Early in the morning. Feed him to the hungry rats for dinner. Feed him to the hungry rats for dinner. This is a song and I'm not going to sing it because I'm losing breath. Okay, so let's start just, taking this place apart. Hi.
My, you must be Corvo. I am Lydia, at your service. Your room is upstairs and ready. When they told me who it was, well, I thought you'd be older, like the Admiral.
Sorry to disappoint. I know it said upstairs, but hey, I'm looking. Okay. For some reason, doors don't like me. What's in the basement? Is it creepy? I mean, basements are usually creepy, but hey! What's that? Nothing. Okay. Darn it. I don't really need to be sneaking. Alright, so this was where I came from, but I'm gonna take a look around. Steal things. I really actually am stealing things. Just like I'm playing. Ooh. Should I be, worried?
Pleased to meet you, Master Corvo. I saw you at court in happier days, but you might not remember.
Probably not.
I was once a close ally to the Lord Regent, Hiram Burroughs, back when he was just the spy master. He's one manipulative bastard, I can tell you that.
Well, thanks for that.
My furnishings have been installed at last with no small amount of complaining by that antiquated boatman. The others have no idea what it's like to suffer as I have. Speaking of which... Wallace! Please breathe 2 bottles of Dunwall Red, never mind which, and fetch a clean glass. Well, I'll begin again tomorrow.
Don't worry about that. Hey, who are you?
Please follow me to your quarters.
Oh, no thanks. I'm busy with other things at the moment. It has been days since our men were dispatched to stash weapons for Corvo in the old sewer. They have not returned, so I can only hope that they succeed in getting the package delivered. Pero spent considerable time and resources making those things. If I could find a way to mass produce them, the Dunwall Navy would secure its place as a dominant force on the globe. Back to Corvo. Can he actually break out of Coldridge? And if so, will he make his way here? I personally give him odds of 1 in 5.
Attention all citizens.
There you go.
Curfew extends from
Oh, I've already read that.
sunrise unless you are otherwise authorized. Violators will be subject to interrogation and detained when necessary. Remember, the boldest measures are the...
Oh, Volume 1. Gaffer's early adventures. My sister Nina and I left Tivia together, saying goodbye to our aunt, the woman who had raised us since childhood, leaving behind our home city of Yarrow and the cold but beautiful white landscapes we have always known. We boarded a ship for Dunwall. Our parents had left us with sizable inheritance, and we spent half of this getting to the capital city and establishing a small import shop dedicated to Tivian furs. Once I helped Nina establish the business, I was free to pursue my dream. Signing on with a whaling ship was the most exciting thing I've ever done, and I saw it as a means to an end. Someday I would captain my own crew and eventually own a fleet of similar vessels. With tears in her eyes, Nina kissed me farewell. I did not see her again for many months. As an apprentice to the gaffer, I got to see the tracking and killing of great beasts up close. Nothing ever fired my spirit so. As the wind and pounding waves racing after a wounded whale, being pulled by a skein of cables embedded in thick flesh. I changed more in those first 7 months than I had in the previous 7 years. Feeling was beginning to put its mark on me, so that Nina barely recognized me when I returned, tan and sinewy with muscle, where there were creases already wrinkling the corners of my eyes. But she could see that I was filled with joy, having found my purpose. Except not really, because later on you find out that you hate it all.